So I just want to start off by saying that I'm not a prophet, I'm not a pastor, and I don't claim to be. So I'm just a 15-year-old girl that had her prayer answered by God. And that's just what I want to talk about. So I think we've all been seeing just all these videos of people coming online, just hundreds, thousands of people, and even in the comment section under these videos saying that they believe that the Feast of Trumpets 2025 is when the rapture is going to happen, or that God told them in a dream or in a vision, or came to their children in a dream or vision, and Jesus told them September 2025, I'm coming for my people. So of course I was excited about this. I was like, September? Really? Like, it's really happening in my lifetime? Like, this is so crazy. And I was excited, and I really wanted to believe it. And I did, part of me did, but part of me still doubted them, because other people in the comment sections were arguing against them, coming at them and saying, oh, well, no one knows the day or the hour. These are false prophets, false prophecies, lies, deceit, whatever it may have been. So that's what caused me to doubt them, really. And so I doubted it. I didn't want to doubt it, so I prayed to God about it. I just kept praying, and then one day in early August, the first week of August this month, I was outside, and I said, Lord, is it really in September? And I said, Lord, if it's really truly in September, I pray that you would show me an S in the clouds. And I asked specifically for an S in the clouds because God has shown me things in the sky before. So that's why. And so literally not even 5 minutes later, I get up to go walk inside. And right before I go inside, I decide to just look up at the sky one more time, just in case. Yeah, just to check. And I looked up, and there was an S cloud, like a literal S. It wasn't kind of an S. It wasn't me seeing what I wanted to see and like convincing myself that it was S. It was just straight up S. It was an S. It was just undeniable. And my first reaction was just like shocked and amazement. Like, what? God answered my prayer this fast? I wasn't even expecting that. Like, what? I was shocked and amazed, and I was just so thankful. And also another like feeling set in, and other thoughts like, it really is in September. Wow. And you can call me a liar all you want, but I know what I saw. I know what God showed me. I know the prayer that I prayed, and I literally saw my answered prayer in the sky. So yeah, I do genuinely believe that it's happening this September during the Feast of Trumpets. And faith is even if, fear is what if. So even if it doesn't happen in September, that doesn't matter, because it's still happening soon regardless, like very soon, because we are not in the last days, we're in the last seconds. Time is out. Time is very much out. So that was just one of the ways that God showed me that September really is the year. And so a few days later, after the S cloud, on August 9th, I was in my room and I was watching this sermon from this pastor, and I got up to go get a snack. And I'm just going to say this, I was not paying attention to how far along I was in the video, and I was not trying to pause it on this exact second and minute. But I paused the video on exactly 20 minutes and 32 seconds. 2032, which is literally 7 years away from right now, 2025, the 7-year tribulation. And you know what sets off the 7-year tribulation? The rapture. So I was like, whoa. I paused on that exact moment by the will of God. And God is not a God of coincidences or luck or karma. He's just a God that moves in a way that's so perfect and flawless, So I truly believe that was God, and that I guess I got hungry at that exact moment and I wanted a snack. So I paused the video. And then a few minutes later, whenever I got up to go throw my snack away, again, was not trying to pause it on this exact second. I was just watching the video. And Keep in mind, these were the only 2 times that I paused the video. So I paused the video again to go throw my snack away, and immediately I noticed I paused it exactly on 25 minutes and 9 seconds. 25.09. 25. We're in 2025. And then 09. September, the 9th month of the year. I literally paused it on a date 25/9. And so I genuinely believe that was God telling me, have no more doubt. It really is in September. I believe that he was trying to tell me that. Like, truly, there's no such thing as coincidences. And just pausing it on at that exact time in the video, both times, it was just really significant for me. And I knew that was God, and he speaks to us all in different ways. There's infinite ways that God can speak to us. It's not just limited to hearing his voice during prayer or reading his Bible or his word. So, and a lot of people doubt and say that, oh, no one knows the day or the hour, but that's not what that verse actually means. So I'm going to need you to actually go read the full chapter, not just that verse. Read the full chapter and all the context around it, because if you did, you would know that it says we are children of light. We are children of light, not children of darkness. So why in the world would God keep us in the dark about this? Why? Also, keep in mind, September is literally not a day or an hour. And we believe that it's happening on Rosh Hashanah, which is a 2-day Jewish festival, the Feast of Trumpets, that takes place on September 23rd and September 24th. And out of those 2 days, it's neither an exact day or an exact hour. Keep that in mind. It's literally not an exact day or an exact hour. It's a time, a season, to just really look out for. So pay attention to those dates and let's see what happens. I do believe that the rapture is what's going to happen, but we never know what else could happen or what could or could not happen. So, also, I want you guys to remember the prophet Elijah in the Bible. He literally got raptured. God came, brought a chariot down to earth, and Elijah rode up to heaven in it. So, God literally told him the exact day that he would rapture him, take him. He just didn't tell him the hour. So if God told Elijah, one man, when he would get raptured, why wouldn't he tell us, Obviously not the exact hour or the exact day. The Feast of Trumpets, like I said, it's not an exact day or an hour, but he's still kind of telling us when. So why wouldn't he? He told Elijah, why wouldn't he tell us? So those are just the things. And that's why I'm telling you guys to actually pray about it instead of just immediately doubting someone and arguing against them whenever they say God shown them something about September rapture, or that they genuinely do believe it's happening this September on the Feast of Trumpets. Instead of immediately doubting them, pray about it. Because if I had kept that doubt and not prayed about it and just set aside like, oh, those date setters, false prophets, whatever, I would have never gotten that answered prayer. So I never would have gotten it. So that's why you have to pray about things. Test every spirit, every testimony you see, every vision or prophecy you see from people, or whatever they tell you that God has told them or shown them, or that they believe about certain things to come in the future, especially regarding the rapture, because that is just one of the biggest things literally ever. It is the biggest escape mission that the world is ever going to see, the biggest rescue mission that the world is ever going to see, because the rapture is literally the Lord rescuing us from his wrath, from this earth, so that we can finally be in our true home. And I've also seen so many people, so many Christians say, I'm so homesick, I'm ready to go home. Me too. I'm ready. I'm so ready. And I've made so much peace with just like, I could die any day, or the rapture can happen before I turn 16 or grow up or whatever. Because I've seen so many Christians say, wait, I'm not ready for the rapture, or I'm kind of scared because I wanted to start a family first. I wanted to get married first. But you're holding on to worldly things and human earthly desires. That's why you have to set your mind on things that are above, not on things that are on earth. Colossians 3 verse 2. So let go. You have to really be at peace with the fact that nothing that you could ever do or accomplish on this earth can ever rival or equal being in the presence of God for all of eternity. You have to let it go. You have to let it go. Because also, it's not just the rapture that could happen. You could die before the rapture. Have you ever thought about that? So if you're not ready for the rapture, what else are you not ready for? You know? So you just have to be ready to drop everything. And just like whenever the Lord calls you home or calls all of us home at the same time, like, you just got to be ready. So that's what God has shown me. And I genuinely, well, there's another thing. I don't know if I should say it, but during prayer one time in like July, I was praying and suddenly these dates came to my head, August 18th and September 13th. I still have no idea what they mean or if anything's going to happen on those days or what's going to happen on those days, but I believe that God's telling me to look out for those days, see what happens, what's in the news, and you know, all these wars going on, what's gonna happen on those days. So I am looking out for those days, and maybe you guys should too. I'm not saying that like something is guaranteed to happen, but I'm just saying those days like specifically came to me during prayer. So I don't know. And also a little bit after that prayer, after those dates came to me, I was outside. I was at some park, and this was before I saw the S thing, so it was early August. I was at the park, and I looked up in the sky, and I saw the most triangle, and it was a triangle, and obviously arrows have like a triangle, a point, and then a line, you know, arrow, triangle. So it was the most arrow-looking, triangle-looking cloud I had ever seen in my life. I was like, there's no way. Really? And then so the arrow was pointing up. It was a cloud-shaped triangle, and it was pointing up. And so I looked up for a little bit because the cloud disappeared a few seconds after I saw it. It just like disappeared into a different, like a normal shaped cloud. And this is why I was saying, like, the Lord has shown me things in the sky before. Like, this is not the only thing He's shown me in the sky, but this was the most arrow, triangle, pointy cloud that I've ever seen. And it was literally an arrow, and I've literally just only seen round clouds or whatever, but I've never seen a little triangle arrow with a little line at the bottom, because line, arrow, like I said. And so I looked up for a little bit, like a minute or two, and then finally I saw what really did look like a 27 and then an A. So I assume that meant August 27th. And so y'all are probably gonna think I'm like crazy or that I'm delusional or seeing things in the sky, but it did genuinely look like a 27. I wasn't seeing what I wanted to see. I wasn't even expecting, I was playing tennis. I wasn't paying attention to the sky. I wasn't expecting to see anything, but then I just looked up real quick and saw that arrow that it was pointing up. So I was like, okay, maybe I should be looking up for a little bit, because maybe God's trying to show me something. So then I saw A, the letter A, like a capital letter A, and then a 27. So I do believe that means August 27th. I'm not prophesying anything that's going to happen on any of these 3 dates that I'm talking about. I'm just saying that these are the dates that I've seen in prayer and in the sky. So I'm just looking out for these dates, and I'm just keep praying, like, what do these mean, God? Why did you show me these things? Or maybe He just wants me to look out for them and like just look at what's going on in the news, or just what's happening around the world, or the weather, or whatever it may be. I don't know. But I do believe that some very, very big things are happening in August and September. I don't know what they are, but I do believe that very, very big things are happening this month and next month. And some very big things already have happened. Like, y'all, you know the red heifer sacrifice? That is one of the, if you don't believe we're in the end times, that is one of the biggest indicators that we are in the end times. It's literally in the Bible, in Numbers. It's in the book of Numbers. I can't remember. I don't want to say the wrong chapter or verse, but I know the red heifer thing is in there. Obviously, we're not Jewish, so we don't believe in sacrifices, you know, for our sins and stuff. It's only through faith in Jesus. But so the Jewish, you know, they're going to build the third temple, and they've already found the red heifer. They've already sacrificed the cow, as of what I know, as of just what I've seen in the news and on YouTube, of people like keeping track of what's going on with this cow in Jerusalem or in Israel. So they already have the cow, and I'm pretty sure they already sacrificed it and are gonna build the third temple soon. So I'm pretty sure today's August 12th. I don't know, I can't see the date right now, but yeah, it's the red heifer is one of the biggest end times indicators, and one of like the biblical prophecy fulfillments in the last days. So it's really important, and I know it's a really big like thing that will come true. So yeah, so be on the lookout for August and September, and I'll be on the lookout for these dates that God has shown me, to just see what happens. Why has he shown me these dates? I don't know, but that's why. Find out. Oh, also the time is literally getting shorter, and the Bible literally says in the last days the days will be shorter. And August 5th, if you look it up, it was the shortest day in all of history. It was shorter than 24 hours. Even if it was just a few milliseconds, time is like literally speeding up. So also I saw on the news that we're supposed to have a solar eclipse or a lunar eclipse on September 21st, and like the moon might turn red or something. I don't know, but there's supposed to be an eclipse on September 21st. So just be on the lookout for that if it does happen. So yeah.